Good morning, students and faculty of Lynbrook University. As you know, each week you are required to watch an episode of Everybody Loves Raymond. This week's episode is season 4, episode 12, What's with Robert? Marie begins to think that Robert is gay when he breaks up with Amy again. We recommend watching the show as soon as possible in order to prepare for what you're about to hear. Also, seeing as our wives got everything in our respective divorces, the other deans and I will be heading to IKEA today to get furniture for our new shared apartment. If any students would like to join us, the van leaves at 3 and the meatballs are on us.
Ooh, that was awesome. Thank you so much, Alex, for coming to the sports bar with me. That was like a great experience. I can't believe the Mets won. That was just
Me
awesome. For
too.
my
You
first
know,
game that I've ever watched on TV, it was exhilarating.
it was awesome. Yeah, Mike really got me into these Met people.
They're great
Um,
people, amazing people,
yeah,
salt of the earth, and I do mean salt.
yes. Delicious, yum yum
Hmm.
salt. Normally I'm just interested in the other sort of Met, as in the gala. But
Did you get the invitation, by the way, this year? I know you were really angling for an invitation to the Met Gala. You had your
I
outfit picked
did.
out
But
already, even though you didn't been invited. Did you get to wear it?
I know I did get invited, but I actually sold it for Mets tickets
Wow.
because I'm all about them baseball players now.
How do you feel about the Metropolitan Museum of Art?
It's fine. It's not really my main priority anymore. Mike's really onto something with this baseball thing. It's fun and engaging, and I like cheering with the boys in the bar. That
The
was cool.
camaraderie was amazing. I've never felt
I
like
felt like I
let's say it at the same time.
yeah,
I've never felt like such
such
a part
part
of
of the
brothers.
brothers. Yes, me
Yeah,
too. It was exactly like
it was
that.
awesome. And can you believe that place? I mean, penny wings. I've heard of quarters for wings, but I ate 100 wings.
Yeah, that math checks out. You were charged
Yeah.
$1.
Did you catch what animal it was from? Because I just started. I went, because they have the bobbing where you put your head in the sauce and you fish them out.
Well, they have it could be anything because on the menu, instead of an asterisk super small next to wings, it's a question mark.
Wings?
Yes, wings.
Wings?
I'm envious of Mike though because
Ah, guys, what a great game, right?
oh, Mike, yeah, we were just talking
Yeah,
about it. Where were you?
yeah, a lot of fun, a lot of fun. Oh, I was just settling the tab. Someone ate like 400 of those penny wings. I I had to fight the bill a little bit on that one, but it was all right.
Yeah, no,
Anyway, good
you
game.
must be so excited. Like this is like their
Yeah,
biggest win ever, right?
yeah, well, yeah, it was pretty good. Diaz actually got it together, locked it down, played the trumpet. Good time all around. Good time.
It was absolutely awesome.
Played the trumpet?
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
Mike, now that I think about it, and maybe I had sauce in my eyes, but I don't know if I remember seeing you at O'Hamlin's.
Oh yeah, you sure? I was
Yeah.
there.
Wait, what's this wristband you've got on this like paper wristband? Is this from Duke's, the jazz bar down on Catalpa?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the one. Yeah, Dukes. Yeah, they got some
And they
pretty
show
good time there
they show
too.
the Mets game there?
No, I mean, yeah, Duke's a fan. He's got it on in the background. It's a pretty good time.
Adam, come on. This is Mike we're talking about. He
Yeah,
would never
Mike would
miss the
never
Mets
miss a
game.
Mets game. That would be crazy.
That's we
How
know
about
that.
that score though, Mike? I mean, what a series of numbers, right? I mean, have you ever seen that specific combination before?
6-2-3 double play. Yeah, I mean, I've seen that before. That happens.
Right, and I know
It's
what
not it's
that
not
I know
common.
what that means. I guess I was thinking of like the 2 to 1 or whatever it would be.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
the
actual
score.
Yeah, the
score.
score.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the score was 5-3. That's not that on. God,
Wait a
that
second.
happens. Yeah,
Alex, wasn't the score 4-7?
Uh I think so, Adam.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen. Duke's taking me to go check out this new saxophone, so I'm gonna head out. I'll talk to you guys later. Okay.
Okay, bye,
Okay.
Mike.
Bye.
That was weird, Adam.
So Duke, who owns the jazz bar, is taking Mike to like Guitar Center or something to look at a saxophone. Is he
Hmm.
like grooming Mike to like join the jazz
I'm
band or
so
something?
jealous. I mean, what's going on here? That's weird.
Oh, because you were gonna take Duke to the Met Gala. I forgot.
It was a dream of mine, but it ain't happening, I
But
guess.
yeah, that is weird. He got the score wrong. I feel like Mike is always rattling off numbers at us, like, and I assume that they're accurate scores about the Mets and not just like he has some sort of condition.
Well, I mean, come on, Adam. He might have just said the wrong things. I mean, what do you think is the alternative here? Why would Mike be lying about, watching the Mets game? Dude's all about the Mets. He's Mets crazy.
But now that I think about it, he did go out and buy that new bedspread, the pinstripe one. You don't think that Mike is not a Mets fan
No,
anymore? And
Adam, what are you implying? It's 2024. You can just say it.
I saw Mike go up to the Bronx. I think he's a Yankees fan. I think Mike is secretly a Yankees fan and has been this whole time.
Oh my God, Adam. Don't, how could you say? I mean, nothing wrong with liking the
Oh no,
Yankees.
there's not that there's anything wrong with that. No,
I,
absolutely not. I mean, I think
swing
that's
both
great
ways, as in
for
swing
sure.
righty and lefty. Yeah,
I think
that's
like if you
fine.
love the game, that's what's important,
Full support for anyone who likes the Yankees.
for
But
sure.
when you know a guy his whole life for liking the Mets,
It's a little
it's
confusing.
kind
It's a
of
little
bold for it's
surprising.
bold for you to say that without really any substantial proof, let me say. Like, yes, sure, Mike messed something up today, and like, sure, like you like even if he did watch the Yankees game, it's like, you could spend your whole life being a big Mets fan. Doesn't mean you're not going to watch a Yankees game every once in a while.
Yeah, I mean, and
I'm not going to like I've checked the Yankees score once or
yeah,
twice.
and maybe it was on in the background somewhere, and he just checked it out. He noticed it, and then he went
But
back to
like
watching the Mets.
you don't think like he's into it, right?
Well, I guess there's only one way to find out, right? We kind of have to,
Drill him.
after a fashion, sure. I was gonna say we could follow him and see where he's going. I have a feeling that he's not really going saxophone shopping with Duke.
What, do you think he's going to
Yankee
do
Stadium.
something
Yeah,
else?
I think he's going to Yankee Stadium.
Adam, that first of all, that's very pretty. That's pretty like, it's pretty like not forward thinking of you.
Oh,
Yankees
well, yeah, no,
fans
you're
do
right.
more
Well,
than go to Yankee Stadium.
I guess so.
Like a
Yeah,
Yankee fan can do other things, they're normal people just like Mets fans.
I guess but hey, I call it like I see it. Every Yankees fan that I know has gone to
Uh,
Yankee Stadium.
you're
That's
a
where
real
they go
umpire.
every Sunday night. What?
You said you call it like you see it.
Oh yeah. Well, I am taking the class. I'm taking the class just in case the college thing doesn't work out. I did get recruited for the baseball team as an umpire. I'm a walk on.
Okay, well,
I do know the umpire up there at Yankee Stadium, though, and he told me that he saw a white loser up there in the stands watching the batting practice.
that could only be Mike.
Probably it can only be Mike. Why don't we go
Well,
up there? Because I know
here's
they're
the thing
having
though.
night practice tonight.
Here's the thing though. Like, we've kind of like we bummed around with Mike his whole life about him being a Mets fan. If he has been a Yankees fan this whole time, he's not just going to tell us. We need to make sure that he understands that we support him as a Yankees fan. Maybe we can get some like Yankee attire and just be like, hey, yeah, we're not really into the Yankees, but yeah, it was just Yankee month. And
Yeah, Yankee
maybe we could
Pride.
get some stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe we get some stuff on sale. Support
I
him.
saw some flags for sale. We could put those up, like some stickers. We could do that. Um,
Yeah.
what if we got him like a copy of like the Everyone's Hero, that animated movie with the talking bat. Remember that?
Goddamn, I love that movie. What a triumphant win for Yankees fans was that movie.
That's
So
representation. You got to be
yeah,
able to see yourself in the media
goddamn,
that
I
you consume.
forgot about that movie. But yeah, no, the Yankees fans really felt underrepresented in media before then. So
So we see a montage of Mike exiting the dorm building, and we are not far behind him. We're kind of sneaking around bushes and shrubberies as we follow Mike across campus.
Hey, Duke. I mean, listen. I know that you're not too confident, but I think the altos are pretty good. The alto sax is pretty good. I don't think you need a whole new set of them.
Mike, we'll talk about this when we get here. When we get there, let's just enjoy the night air. Yeah, there you go. Take a deep breath in. You want some of my clove cigarette?
If you could, yeah.
There you go.
I'm glad. I only smoke clove nowadays.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
That's groovy.
Duke. That can't be good. You gotta.
It's
scat
not.
them.
It's terrible for you.
Yeah.
I have 1/8 of a lung,
Yeah.
and I can still blow that horn.
Oh, I'm aware.
You remember
I've heard
Bill
the
Clinton
rumors.
on Arsenio?
I've heard of him.
He was blow sinking. I was backstage playing the sax for him.
Honestly, he was. If you look back on it, his sax wasn't that impressive. I don't know if I would brag about that.
You know what's impressive, though, is I made it sound realistic by playing in an amateurish way, even though I'm a seasoned professional with his own jazz club in Limerick, New York.
Yeah, there is actually a jazz club in Limerick, New York.
I know, it's mine. It's called Duke,
it's
and it's on
yours.
Catalpa.
Yeah, there's the other one, too, that just recently opened up.
And what's that called, Mike?
It's on Atlantic Avenue. This is a man.
Okay, good. I'm taking notes. I gotta. Somebody might drop a clove cigarette in a puddle of gasoline at this place, but just know that I had nothing to do with it.
Oh yeah, that's a new one called Ooh La La.
French bastards.
Yeah, I know. They got like
That's in the Baguette
L's.
district.
This in the Baguette district, and they
Fuck.
got the L's. One of the L's is one of the things of a trumpet. One of the keys of the trumpet. The other L is the baguette.
One of the keys of the trumpet. Couldn't it just be the trumpet?
No.
Trumpet's kind of else. This is what the French don't get about jazz, and they never have. Is trumpet is a perfectly good L. Listen, Mike, the reason I wanted you to come with me tonight to Guitar Center, I know the manager, he'll let us in after hours. It's very late. I want to make that clear. It's 2 a.m. I already did last call over at Duke's.
Yeah, well, you can't smoke a clove before 2. You taught me that the first night I met you.
Remember the first night I met you?
Yeah.
That was an incredible night.
2:01. I guess I'll just head home. Hey, you're the owner of the club, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I was just wiping up the bar. How can I help you? It is. We did do last call already, so.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. I just wanted to say hi. I'm sorry. I noticed that sign over your bar. It is an It's Miller Time bar sign.
No, it's in It's Miller Time bar. We did get it wrapped.
Yeah, but you crossed out the word Miller and wrote clove, and above it and wrote after 2 a.m. So it says it's after 2 a.m. It's clove time because of the graffiti.
I'm glad that you can see that. I know it's kind of low light in here. I was worried it wouldn't play, but that's good.
Yeah, you seem very invested in making sure people understand that sign, yet you don't have any
Do you think the little spotlights on the bottom that sort of illuminate the bar from below, like the face of the bar, do you think that helps, or is it distracting?
It's dramatic.
Okay, good.
It's dramatic, I'll give you that.
That's good. I was going for that.
I don't know if I can see the beer lists, but
Well, we only have the one beer, so it's fine.
What's your one beer?
It is fermented cloves.
You got cloves beer. You got cloves beer and cloves cigarettes.
Yeah. What is your question for me? Sorry, I really have to. I gotta go. I'm going to Guitar Center after this, and I'm gonna go check out
Dude.
some saxophones.
They sell saxophones at Guitar Center?
Yeah,
Oh, dude, let's go.
sure. Hey, what's your name?
I'm Mike.
I'm Duke.
Nice to meet you, Duke.
Nice to meet you. Oh yeah, that was today, wasn't it?
Yeah, we're not really. It's a new friendship, the two of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you meet somebody and you just know, you get a feeling, I noticed you noticed me. Admittedly, I will say you're pretty cut, which is
I know.
very impressive to me.
Yeah, I exclusively go to jazz clubs with my shirt off, so I'm glad that you noticed. It's specifically for that reason. Yeah.
Oh, you're not. I thought you were wearing a translucent shirt because you were so glisteny.
No, I just have a lot of baby oil.
And where did you get that?
They were auctioning
Did
it off.
somebody maybe say, "Hold this for me" recently?
No, they were auctioning it off for real cheap.
I'm gonna go away for a
aggressive
while.
amount of it for real cheap. I didn't know why, but they really wanted to get rid of this stuff.
By the
so
way,
I
wanted to invite you to a party later, but I think it's been called off. So
really?
we'll just go to
Oh,
Guitar
it's too
Center.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's go
it's
to
a
Guitar
good friend
Center.
of mine.
Oh yeah.
Here we are. It's the little Guitar Center that they have on campus here. I'm so glad this is an open campus that old jazz guys can just wander on late at night.
Yeah, we as Mike and Duke walk into the Guitar Center, even though it's 2 a.m., there are still a lot of specifically white frat guys. All of them are playing Wonderwall at different times, and all offbeat, all off.
I said, baby, save me.
gonna
You're
be the
gonna
one
be
that-
the baby.
God, this sucks.
Yeah, this is just a hazard of coming in here, but nobody's got sopranos like these guys do.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hi, welcome to Guitar Center. Can I help you?
Hey, the crow flies at midnight.
Oh, that's cool. What do you want?
I'm sorry, let me pull my sunglasses down. You might not have caught my wink there. The crow flies at midnight.
Oh, but it's 2 a.m, so what does the crew do now?
Is Larry here?
Yeah, he's in the back.
Okay, can you bring Larry out here? I have to tell him something.
Okay. He walks back, and he comes back with a different hat. What's going on? I'm Larry.
The crow flies at midnight, big wink.
Oh, damn, that's crazy. Come back with me. Let's go.
Okay, I thought for a second you didn't recognize the code, the password, but okay. They walk through in Guitar Center, there's the room with all the acoustic guitars, right? And Larry pulls one of them slightly forward off of the hanging the thing that it's hanging on, and that activates a secret door that opens into a secret jazz club with a bunch
this
of
way, gentlemen.
saxophones on the wall. It's smoky. People are jamming.
So what can I interest you two fine gentlemen with today?
This is my friend Mike, and he's in the
Hey.
Hello,
market
Mike.
for a saxophone.
Oh, I don't know if I can sax like the big guys. I'm just here to be with my friend.
Well, if you're looking for a sax, we've got all the different kinds.
Yeah.
What are you thinking of? How strong are you? Can you
How
handle like a tenor or a bass?
I can. They make.
You strike
they
me more as a
make bass
soprano
saxophones?
sax guy.
I don't. I really thought it was just tenor and alto. All right.
Nope,
yeah.
they have bass saxophones. They're fucking gigantic.
Are
You
they?
can look it up.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah,
I'll take
look
a bass
up. It's
saxophone.
right there, Mike.
Oh my god, that is massive.
Yeah, those aren't the ceiling pipes. That is one bass saxophone.
Okay. I mean,
Go
I'm
on, Mike.
pretty-
Give it a try.
All
Give
right,
the
I'll
bass
try
a
it.
try. Get up on the ladder there. Give it a try.
Mike climbs up to the base.
Hold on, everybody stop. My friend Mike is going to blow his first saxophone note.
Blow your
This is-
load.
About 40 guys, goatees, fedoras, all turn to look at Mike.
Mike takes a big breath, leans in, puts his lips on the saxophone, and out the other end of the saxophone comes a perfect saxophone cover of Wonderwall by Oasis.
Oh, that's pretty
oh
bad.
my God. Come on. Did you say that's pretty bad, Larry? That was beautiful.
I'm just sick of this song, man.
I know it must be hard for you.
It is. I'm sad.
Larry,
But that was pretty well done.
that was very well done, Mike. Come on down. Come on down, Mike.
Here we go. Oh,
I think,
shit.
gentlemen, and it is only gentlemen, we can all agree that Mike has a gift, can't we? I mean, this guy's got it.
Yeah, he's got something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like there are three people are very excited for me.
Well, everyone else went back to playing. You know, most of Jazz is mouth work, so they can't really call it out. But they smiled.
Oh, did they?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
great. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, listen, I just okay. I'll take the bass sax. I'll take it.
Oh, you don't have to take it, Mike. I don't want to pressure you here. You know, that is a lot of money and you do look poor. So I didn't want to. Do you have financing, Larry? Can he put like a down payment?
I do have about one paycheck's worth of work as various roles of the Limbrook local government. I still have to cash, so I can put that.
No way.
Yeah.
One paycheck's worth is just how much a bass saxophone costs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Good. Give me.
Gotta be honest, Mike, I feel like you got swindled there, but the important thing is that you've got music in your life now. What do you say you and me get out of here and go to my studio?
I would love that. Let's do it.
All right.
Are you gonna whiplash me, Duke? Is this the start of something bad?
No, I'm not gonna whiplash you. I mean, I don't suffer fools, but I'm not gonna whiplash you.
It's just because I noticed you did comment on how cut I am, and I appreciate it. But you were also super jacked and also very
tight black
bald.
shirt. Tight black shirt, very bald. Yep.
Yeah, you do have a J.K. Simmons vibe to you.
Larry,
thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Larry. Thank you for backing me up on this one.
Mike, let's go to the studio. I'm not gonna J.K. Simmons you. It's gonna be fine. Big wink.
Cool.
Crow flies
So
at midnight.
so as they walk out of the club,
Guitar Center.
The Guitar Center, excuse me, we pan to a bush where Adam and Alex are hiding, watching them go by.
Who the hell is that?
I don't know, but he's got real Derek Jeter vibes to him.
He does kind of look like Jarek Dieter. He does kind of look like Jarek Dieter, doesn't he?
Wow, Adam, that's how I know you are so not into the Yankees.
I gotta be honest.
You're such a Mets fan.
I'm a little Yankee phobic, I'll be honest.
I know, and we're working on it, trust me.
No, I do want to apologize for that slur I used earlier.
So not acceptable in today's climate.
No. I was doing some very early 2000s type of like Yankees phobia is very not acceptable.
Well, look, did you see that giant case Mike was
what was
carrying?
that? Was that
it's gotta be like baseball bats.
Oh, it did look like it was the size of 400 baseball bats.
Yeah, and like various Yankee equipment.
You think he's going up to, maybe the Yankees asked him to bring all their baseball bats up to the Bronx to Yankee Stadium for nighttime practice.
Oh my God. No way.
Adam,
I didn't think you were
on the Yankees?
No way. Dude,
I think he bats for that team.
It's one way to bat for the Yankees. It's another thing to bat for the Yankees. Like, that's pretty crazy.
We got to keep following him.
Absolutely.
Okay. We cut to a basement in Queens where
Mike is repeatedly playing.
Yes.
Repeatedly playing Wonderwall over and over.
No.
Again.
Not my tempo. Let's watch the baton.
Okay.
Watch the fucking baton. Go. No, fuck.
Oh, what the hell did you want there? I'm like, did you just throw a baton at me?
Yeah, next time it's going to be a fucking cymbal. Let's listen to the rhythm that I am laying down here.
It's tough because, like, in the saxophone cover, the sax is the guitar and the voice, and they both come in before the drums. So how do I listen to your tempo? I feel like I should be the one setting the tempo.
Watch the baton. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know?
Oh, okay.
Not my tempo. Okay, I'm going to throw an entire kick drum at you. Get ready. Here it comes.
Don't do it.
Remember, I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm trying to motivate you.
It feels like you're hurting me.
Okay, next time I'm gonna shove this violin bow up your ass if you don't. And I know it's not, it's kind of a weird to have a violin in a jazz band, sure. Granted. But if you fuck up again, I am gonna shove this up your ass.
All right. Okay, look, it feels like this is you told me I was going to be a great saxophone player, a great jazz musician. This is starting to feel like this is a metaphor for the suffering that we do unnecessarily in the pursuit of our inane art. And I feel like I don't want to be a part of it anymore. I just want to kind of jam on some tunes.
You have the talent, but
I
I
know.
need to break you down to build you
Why?
up again so that you can harness that power.
I'm already built. Why do you have to break me down to build me back?
You are pretty built. Why don't you try on that too small black t-shirt that I got you?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, oh, wow, this is really too small. This
Yeah.
is cutting off circulation to my forearms.
Good.
This is,
Okay, now hold
yeah.
still.
What the hey, no, don't you dare. Don't you, no, don't, oh, come on.
Nice and shiny right up top. Let me put a little, this is, I call it bald butter. It's my own recipe. There you
I
go.
have baby oil here, like too much.
I spent a lot of time getting all of the baby oil off of my property before federal agents came by earlier this week. We don't need to.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Dude, are you a felon?
No,
I'm starting to feel like you're a bad guy.
I'm not a bad guy. Look, you get
Are you
invited
sure?
to one party and suddenly everyone's up your ass. Like
What
this
happened
violin bow is going to be.
what happened at
Actually,
the
the
party?
baby oil might come in useful for that.
Oh, good God. We cut back to outside. We flash forward. I'm sorry. We flash forward about an hour or two to outside with Adam and Alex.
What do you think's going on in there?
I see like a lot of banging. Like maybe they're doing batting practice.
Yeah, you think they're doing indoor batting practice in this
Yeah,
basement?
having like game of catch, sewing pinstripes.
I hear things like ricocheting in there.
Mike
It's gotta be
walks
that.
out the door. As you guys notice, you see some blood dripping off of his fingertips and also his face, and he's still wearing
The
the
crown of
tourniquet
his head.
shirt. Yeah, the tourniquet shirt and the he's bald now.
Is that Jarek Dieter?
He's not wearing a helmet or a Yankees hat, so
Oh wait, that's Mike. He looks terrible.
we should go confront
He
him.
looks like Howie Mandel was in a horrible accident.
Yeah, or if Mr. Clean was in an extremely horrible accident.
He does look even worse than Mr. Clean does now, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, should we go confront him?
Yeah, we got to go tell him that we support him.
What a lovely night to go walking through Forest Hill. Oh,
Today was gonna be the
wait
day.
a second. Mike, is that you?
Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey,
What
hey,
are you
hey,
doing
how you guys
walking
doing?
around this
Mike.
neighborhood at 4 a.m.?
Oh, stuff.
Mike, we have to tell you, we know,
We know.
You do?
and we support you.
We support you. We love you just as much as we ever did, but let's hold off on the hugging for a while. Let me just pat your shoulder here. Wow, that is very throbbing. Are you
Sorry.
okay?
Adam doesn't support your lifestyle fully,
I
but he'll come
do. It's
around.
just I don't want to talk about it. We don't have to talk about this stuff. I want to hear about it.
I mean, I really I didn't think you guys would be okay with this. I know that really you support this? There's a reason I never
Yeah,
brought
of
you to
course. Mike, you're our friend.
And I could always just even if we're not on the same team, we'll still talk, normally.
it's just
Hey, we got you something. It's a VHS copy of Everyone's Hero.
okay, I thought we were on the same page. Now I'm not so sure.
I know, it's surprising that we would support you this much, but we just really think it's important for you to, see yourself on tape.
Yeah,
So
being represented.
And I
Okay.
don't mean what you did with Hulk Hogan. I mean, like in a positive way.
what did I do with Hulk Hogan?
You know the video that went around on TMZ, the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I had kind of scrubbed that from my memory. So thanks for bringing that up again. Actually, this is already a really rough night.
Oh,
And
am I bringing you back there? Are you going back to that place?
a little bit. A little bit.
We
I'm
do a
not gonna lie.
hard, fast zoom in on Mike's iris, and we go back to a mall in Minnesota in 2003. I have an order for Mike A. Is there a brother here named Mike A?
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
Hi, come up here.
Hey,
This is your pasta. Thank you for coming to Hulk Hogan's Pasta Mania, which is a real restaurant that did exist. I'm Hulk Hogan.
Oh,
You can call me Terry. As long as I'm behind the counter, I can be
Can-
Terry.
can I call you
But-
brother?
Of course, brother. You can call me brother.
Brother. Like hugs, Hulk Hogan.
Ah, this is really nice. Hey, you want to be in a video with me?
Yeah, sure.
Hulk Hogan picks up young Mike A, and who, by the way, is canonically 20 years old at this
Oh
point,
shit,
at least.
that's right.
No,
That's right.
40. You would be 40 because you graduated college in 1986.
They still talk with the lisp. Hey,
Yeah, Mike came out of the dentist at the mall, and now he immediately ordered pasta. Mike is picked up by Hulk Hogan, who throws him straight across the mall. And Mike, this is the Mall of America, so Mike makes contact with the roller coaster that's in there. 30 people died, and then we do a quick zoom back out of his iris.
he never treated me like a brother. Okay. I'm sorry. I had a flashback there for a second. What do you think is happening here?
Mike,
You're a Yankees fan.
I'm a what? No, hold on. No, we're gonna.
and I promise I won't call you what I did the last time I talked about Yankees fans. I've learned my lesson.
What exactly did you call me the last time? I want you to say it in excruciating. Hit every consonant of what you called me the last time we were talking about Yankees fans.
We cut to later. The three of us are sitting down and watching everyone's hero on the couch in the dorm room.
You know, I got to be honest. Underrated film, but again, I need to emphasize I'm not like look. I'm not a Yankees fan.
Underrated, like it's a 4 out of 10 instead of a 3 out of 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct. Yeah, it's
Are there
not,
other movies about the Yankees, Mike? I mean, you would know as a super fan.
I know there's all those like, like those people, trying to stop Yankees fans from appearing in, any just any like normal, like regular
I know
material.
like all the sports almanacs are getting banned in libraries across the country, but I just want you to know
Yeah.
that that's not going to happen here. We're
All
going to
right.
support you.
And like even someone like you who may have started as a Mets fan and then transitioned to a Yankees fan, we validate and support your, it can't be easy.
I need to say again. First of all, even with the recent pushes by George Steinbrenner to make Yankees movies more mainstream, there really aren't a lot. Like I mean, Major League follows the Cleveland Indians before the name got changed.
Which you're really mad about, right?
Yeah, of course. Rookie of the Year follows the guy plays for the Chicago
Oh, is that
Cubs.
the child with the?
Yeah,
What's
with the
the
arm.
one with the kid who has the arm?
Yeah, that's Rookie of the
Rookie
Year.
of the
Yeah,
Year.
Okay.
He plays for the Cubs. In 42,
What's the natural? Is the natural baseball?
natural is baseball, but I don't think he plays for the. I thought he played for the Rays. I don't think he played, or at that point the Devil Rays. I don't think he plays.
Is
for
the
Yankees.
Babe Ruth movie called Babe or Babe Ruth or
Babe's-
the Babe Ruth story? This is
Babe
John
Ruth.
Goodman.
The Babe is about a pig.
Okay, so it's not called Babe.
Yeah, I don't think there is a Babe Ruth movie. If there is, I'm not aware of it. But that's neither here nor
There is. It's called The Babe, and it stars John.
I'm not a Yankees fan. I'm not a
What?
Yankees fan. Okay, not a Yankees fan. Yankees are always the bad guys. I'm still
Oh,
a Mets fan
Mike.
through and through.
Like, it's okay. You don't need this internalized Yankee phobia. Like, we we accept you, and we're not gonna
Dude, it's totally
It's
we're not
fine.
fine.
gonna
Yeah.
out you to everyone. Like you come out at your own pace, but like
I'm
we
not
just
okay.
want it. This is a safe space for you to
I
live
realize
authentically as yourself.
I realized that with my very tight shirt, my very bald head, and it's kind of swollen now because of the abuse that I took earlier today. I realize I look like Brett Gardner, but I promise you that is not what I'm going for in any sense of the word. I'm really not. I'm still a Mets fan through and through. I freaking Mike picks up a bat and starts banging it on the ceiling for emphasis every single word. I
My
swear I'm a Mets fan.
Adam, he's worried you're not going to accept him.
I
That's
know. Come
not
here,
what my
Mike.
concern is.
Mike, it's okay. Remember what happened with Adam and the Red Sox a few years back? Like, he gets it.
Yeah,
What
when I
happened with
left
Adam and the
my
Red Sox?
I had a load of whites and I put a red t-shirt in it. I give Mike a big hug, but the compression of his shirt is such that he pops and he starts like spurting blood from his eyes and ears. And he
God,
kind of deflates until he looks like regular Mike again.
I don't know what it is, but every episode of this show we end up doing something really gross, and I just want to be a Mets fan. I don't know, man.
Okay, Mike.
Maybe I am. Maybe I am a Yankees. I never really considered it before, but every time I play Sonic, I only ever get 27 rings. As much as I hate to admit it, Aaron Judge is a really good baseball player. Juan Soto is a generational talent. They have a lot of fun players on their team. It's crazy. Every year, I just wish I had more money to spend on obnoxiously good players that are going into the Hall of Fame. And you know what? I even did steroids, just like Roger Clemens. And
Oh, that's why you were so swole and
yeah,
cut and
yeah,
built.
yeah.
Ah.
Oh, is that what these are? I thought these were just like, the dick pills that you usually take.
No, those are over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And you see, those are
Come
colored.
less. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my problem. It was too much.
I think you're due for one, so just there you
Yeah.
go. Let me get you a glass of. You only drink hot milk with these, right?
I actually just take them dry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's the goal, right?
Yeah, there you go, babe. Listen, okay. What
Did you call me babe?
I did, and I'm like,
He is a Yankees fan.
shut up.
He
I'm
roofed
not.
you.
I'm not. Okay, shut up. No,
It's canon. Oh no,
Oh,
Mike.
wow.
no.
Mike, that's a big step. I mean, I
No.
don't feel that way about you. Like
I don't.
I like the Mets. I saw the
I
Mets
don't.
walking down the street and I ran into a wall. So it just can't be, but like I support you and I think that's great.
You saw the Mets walking down the street.
Yeah,
Who was it?
it was Keith Hernandez.
Oh yeah, name two others.
Well, okay, so it was Keith Hernandez, it was Mr. Met, and it was Jan Met, his wife. So that's
Mrs. Met
yeah.
does not have a first name. Excuse you.
Yeah. You and I have had this conversation before.
How often do we talk about Mrs. Met on this podcast?
Her name is Jan Met, and she's an event planner. Google
Oh,
it.
okay.
That's exactly what it is.
I apologize. Okay. Well, first of all, not a Mets fan. I'm getting abused by a crazy
Not a
musician.
Mets fan.
No, wait, I know. Not
Okay,
Yankees.
well,
I'm not a, I'm
he
not a
admitted.
Yankees. I'm not a Yankees
Well,
fan.
it's confirmed.
Okay,
Getting,
well,
in
Mike,
reality, no.
just get to the top of that Freudian slide and slip away. Just
Okay.
let it all go. Be honest.
Let's make this clear. I am not a Yankees fan. I am a Mets fan. I am just being abused by a musician that wants me to be a great, all-time great guy. Okay.
Oh, so like a normal Wednesday.
Yeah, normal Wednesday. Normal Wednesday.
Okay.
Probably illegal, but that's the reality that I'm dealing with here. Okay. Picked up a base
Why do you smell like clove cigarettes?
because he says that all the greats smoke cloves, and it looks really cool.
Well, that is true.
Yeah.
Both of those things.
Charlie Parker smoked clove.
Louis Armstrong,
Smoked
Duke
clove.
Ellington,
Thelonious Monk.
Wayne Shorter,
Mm-hmm.
Bill Evans,
Mhm.
loved a clove.
All smoked cloves.
Cannonball Adderley,
Mm-hmm.
Jelly Roll Morton.
Yeah. Yeah, I would put Jelly Roll as one of the greats. Kingfish, smoked cloves.
Kingfish, yes.
Kingfish. Both the
BB King.
king of the fish and the musician Kingfish. Both of them smoke cloves.
Absolutely.
I did see Kingfish, the one that we know, playing at Duke's, and then I tried to go up to him, but he just jumped into a glass of water and disappeared.
Yeah, no, he's a bit of
But
an ass.
man, was he good. That
Yeah.
guy knows how to play the xylophone.
Anyway,
You're a Yankees fan, and it's fine, and we love and
I'm a Mets
support
fan.
you.
I'm still a Mets fan. I still have 86 and 69 tattooed on my two nipples.
I got bad news for you, Mike.
What?
Have you looked at your nipples in the mirror lately?
What? No. What?
They're both 69.
Oh, thank God. Oh, for a second, I was so concerned. I thought I was going to have, one of those instances where I take my shirt up and instead of the two nipples, I have 27 27 years tattooed up and down my rib cage. I was so deeply worried about that.
27 U's?
Well, the Yankees won the World Series 27 times, so I thought it was going to be like, going back to 2009, 2000.
Oh, I mean, that's on your
1998,
back, sure.
1997. What?
Yeah, that's on your back. I just don't know what that means. I didn't know what that means.
How did this get here?
I assume you went into a tattoo parlor and said, "I'm a huge Yankees fan. Give me 27 U's."
I mean,
there's room for more.
I don't know if there is.
If that's what you're concerned about.
I don't know if there is.
I do like how they kind of like, it starts as like neat rows and then it sort of like goes down into like a point, and then, I assume it's going to like go down through the crack.
Yeah, when that's the goal. That's I mean, no, I can't.
That's the goal. Oh, that's great.
Too much.
No, I support that.
I gotta get out of here. I gotta.
No, Mike, you can't. You've got to stay.
Mike sprints out of the room, throws the door open, and just starts tearing down the walls as he goes by. No, it's not true.
Tearing down the walls. Yeah, he's taking chunks of drywall out of the dorm hallway.
Steroids.
Mike, come back!
Steroids. The steroids are put the muscle right back into his arm. He's leaving a trail of baby oil as he goes.
God damn.
Wow.
There he goes.
There he goes. The biggest Yankees fan I ever knew.
No!
Yeah.
So, can we go to sleep and then maybe in the morning, I don't know, record the podcast? It is like 6 a.m. We watched all of Everyone's Hero, the director's cut.
So yeah, timeline wise, it's about 6 a.m.
Okay,
let's sleep until 9.
Okay.
And we'll reconvene.
All right. Coffee?
Oh, extra sugar.
Okay, here you go. Just say when.
Guys!
Hold on, Mike.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that one's out of sugar.
Oh,
Here,
thanks.
take this one.
This one's running low. Should I sub in sweet and low or?
When?
Okay. Do you want a spoon?
Can I have some cream?
Oh, a cream. Okay, yeah.
I have things to say. Okay.
Mike, please.
Excuse us.
Don't talk to me until I've had my coffee.
Read the mug, Mike.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's hard to with everything overflowing, but read the mug.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Here's your spoon.
Are you guys gonna take care of the puddle or?
Don't talk to me until after I've had my coffee.
You want a coffee?
No, I'm good.
We're out of sugar.
Yeah. Is there any cream left? I'll just have like straight cream. You got it.
Oh,
No, sir.
there might be a little.
No.
I mean, if you can get it off the floor.
No, it's okay.
What's up?
I did a night of reflection. I've given up the saxophone. I went
What?
to Yankee Stadium to do a night of meditation to see where my heart lied. I was visited by the ghost of George Steinbrenner, Mickey Mantle, Lou Gehrig, and George Costanza.
God damn it! And you weren't recording.
I wasn't recording. No,
I gave you your own phone so that you could record on the go.
It felt like a bad time. Anyway,
Okay.
They all picked up baseball bats and started beating me over the head. Think I'm back with the Mets. Because afterwards I went to Citi Field. Keith Hernandez was there, and he gave me a line of cocaine. So
So no coffee.
No coffee. No coffee.
Well, the good news
No
is all
coffee
those
needed.
bruises on your head kind of match your hairline perfectly. So it's
Oh,
like you
yeah.
never got that haircut.
Yep, famously short to the skull.
So you're a Yankees fan and we accept you, and that's great. Mike, we're all set up here. I think the equipment should be fine. It's a little wet from the coffee and the milk and etc. But what do you say we start recording the podcast?
Yeah,
Enough
might
of
as
your
well.
bullshit?
I mean, I feel like I had a spiritual awakening, but yeah, sure, we can go to the
I
podcast.
know it's exciting when you sort of realize about yourself that you're a Yankees fan and you come out, and that's great, and I
Again,
support
I
that. But
don't
we
feel
can't
like
really
that's
like make the show about that because that might alienate like the Midwest and stuff. You know, most of our listeners are in Iowa, Mike.
Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Barone Zone. It's time to talk about Season 4, Episode 12, What's with Robert? Marie begins to think that Robert is gay when he breaks up with Amy again. A touchy subject, fellows, when the 90s collectively takes on anything other than straight white male problems. What did we think of this episode overall?
So immediately, my thoughts are overall, I was expecting it to be worse and more offensive than it was. It was not perfect. It was not nearly as bad as I was getting ready for when I saw where the episode was going. I think there were some moments that were actually pretty progressive, especially for the time. So I think that's good. There's not too much I can clarify on because I myself am not particularly, you know, experienced or knowledgeable on the field.
That is the single most awkward way you could have possibly fucking phrased that. I'm sorry.
Yes, it
I'm
is.
sorry, Alex. I know that we typically let everybody go off on their own little monologues here, but just I am not particularly experienced in the gay is the worst way that you could have your statements.
It's I mean, I'm sorry.
Dude.
I'm so sorry, but like you know what I'm
I
saying.
do.
Like
You're straight, you don't know.
Not
Yeah.
I'm not a gay person. I'm not in the LGBT community, although I am an ally. But
Glad you
like,
insisted. Glad you mentioned that. That's what the A is for.
though I'm saying that because I want you to know there's no ill will in the stupid shit that I accidentally say. Hi Adam, you came back at the best time.
I wasn't even gone. I was here the whole time.
So besides that amazing listen, I feel like before we discuss this episode, we need to I'm sure blow everybody's minds here. We here at the Barone Zone are indeed three white straight men with a podcast. I know that's revolutionary. I know that is hard to accept,
Groundbreaking.
but it is our reality. And yeah, we're still going to talk about this episode anyway. So
yeah, Adam, maybe just cut what I said and just use
nope,
What did you
I
say?
want every word.
Don't worry
that
about it.
Alex
I was
said
here,
in
but
the
what
podcast.
did you say?
I believe Alex.
I mentioned that I was not particularly experienced in gay.
That is
Well, and that's okay.
that is
Yes,
okay.
it
We
is.
accept
It's
that.
fine.
We accept that. The A stands for ally. And so
And Alex,
no
ally, lesbian, experienced,
meh.
X for
Oh,
no.
X as in
X as in Family Feud.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought that. So I will agree. I thought that overall this episode went in a direction that I didn't read the description because why would I be prepared for an episode that I'm going to watch? And so I was also kind of like, oh geez, when they started going down this path, I really thought though that as awkward as it was, the only person that actually did anything like deeply problematic or said anything deeply problematic was Frank, who.
Yeah.
and that was kind of the point of his character.
That's his character. I thought that overall
Frank was very much the Archie Bunker of this episode where we're looking at his ignorance through, an objective lens.
I love what Marie said, where it was like when they're talking about their lesbian friends, it was like Frank was mean to them, but he's a dick to everyone.
He treats them the same as everyone else.
My favorite comment on that thing is just how many fucking meatballs did Midge eat that they don't think of her as as what's her face's girlfriend? They think of
They
her
think of her as that blue hair
As-
that ate all the
they ate all
meatballs.
the meatballs.
yeah.
I like the line of Ray then going like, "You have no problem with this," and Marie being like, "It would have been nice if she left some meatballs for the other guests, but I have no problem with the gay people."
What I just learned is Midge sucks. Actually, if she ate all the meatballs, yeah, that's a bullshit
Mitch,
move.
it sounds like Midge came in hot.
Yeah,
Frida has the good graces to invite her, and Midge immediately beelines for what I assume is just loose meatballs,
that's
and takes a spoon to it. Big
yeah,
spoon.
yeah. Do you think
Takes
she
the big
was?
spoon off the wall, right in the bowl.
Oh, you think it was one big gulp of the meatballs?
I think I'm picturing okay, like a salad bowl full of meatballs,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
no
yeah.
sauces, no
Mm.
nothing,
Oh, I was
and
imagining the
she just
sauce.
junk junk like maybe 3 scoops,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Taste dizzy.
swallows them like a snake.
Like a snake.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
love it.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, I thought
Marie's
overall,
second cousin, not her friend, by the
Mhm.
way.
Yes, your second cousin. Right.
I would say overall, like even looking past the contents of the episode's specifics, I think this is a very generic episode of Everybody Loves
Yeah,
Raymond, where the plot structure is something we have seen dozens of times at this point, where a little comment gets brought back to Marie and Frank, and then all hell gets loose, and then everyone else just kind of deals with it.
yeah, I think so. I think we even
I,
got like Ray and Deborah in bed talking about the issue, and then we go over to Marie and Frank's, and then
I
yeah,
feel like we've seen the scene where Ray's sitting in the kitchen. He makes a passing comment about something, and then Marie's like, "What, dear?" And then Ray brings it up, and then they make a huge fucking deal out of
Yeah.
it.
yeah,
No, it is. It is. You're right. It is absolutely the formula. I actually really want to rewatch this episode to the point where I am not like being like, oh shit, what are they gonna say? Because the entire time that I was watching this episode, I was like, okay, whatever they show, I'm gonna have to talk about while I'm being recorded. So what the fuck are they gonna make
yeah.
me
You have
talk
to
about?
hide your real feelings, which we hear
Uh
off
huh.
mic about,
Yeah,
the LGBTQ community,
yeah, correct. Yeah,
Absolutely.
they just
which we all know what they are, which is that you're jealous.
I the
Jealous.
acronym is so good and it should be a sandwich. That's all I mean to say. Let's
Which I think you are the if there should be a sandwich, I think you're the wrong one to make it, and you should stop trying.
lettuce, bacon, tomato.
You
It's a
skip the
good
G.
combo. Guacamole, it feels
Lettuce,
good.
guacamole, bacon, tomato,
Yeah.
Q,
Yeah,
quail.
queso.
Oh,
Um,
even better. Whoa, that's a wet sandwich.
so what's it? It's a burrito. You need the B stand. Forget bacon. The B stands for burrito. We're at Chipotle.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is a burrito a sandwich? That could be a whole podcast unto itself.
actually, no, it's not. I take it back. Burrito is not a sandwich. Burrito is a calzone.
Absolutely.
Um, yes, I too was concerned about this episode as we're watching it. Like, where are they gonna go? We know it's the '90s. We're gonna judge it by today's standards, against which it is no paragon of sensitivity or yeah, from like a present perspective, there are some things that we can criticize about it. It really leans into stereotypes. Now, the characters are expressing these stereotypes, so maybe the writer is bringing these in to highlight the absurdity of, Amy saying Robert color coordinates his clothes and he dances well and he's attached to his mother, ergo he's gay. Um,
Yes.
so there's some of that too, but a lot of the humor in the episode does come from playing on those stereotypes. Um, However, I think it could have been a lot worse. We're clearly meant to make fun of Frank's intolerance. You know, I can't speak for everyone in the studio audience because a lot of them I think probably were laughing at haha gay. But I think it was written from a good, if not you know,
A more tolerant position than what we may have expected.
yeah, I think the intention was good. It would just be approached differently now, which is fine.
I also want to
Yes,
say
honestly, not bad for the
I would
90s.
be fully shocked and actually taken aback if Everybody Loves Raymond made this episode about allyship and like did an actual like treated it like a very special episode PSA about here's how you support your possibly gay brother. I would be just straight up turned off by that. Not because like, hey,
I think this was a huge missed opportunity, and Adam was talking about this earlier off mic. How how they missed the chance to like totally like make a cliffhanger and actually have Robert come out as gay. And
that would
moving
be a
forward,
lot of fun.
he is gay. I'd kind of be into
We
that.
know sitcoms are afraid to change the like fundamental characterizations that we've grown to become familiar with over the past 4 seasons. But what an exhilarating new engine for the show. If Robert
Absolutely.
comes out, he has to navigate the family, he's navigating a new world, work. You know, we hear about in this episode the sergeant on his squad who went to Hawaii, fell in love with a boogie board salesman, and now they run a gift shop on Maui. Is that
That
what he
was it.
says?
Yeah, that was what they
Something
said. Yeah.
like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Um, what an incredible twist that could have been. Season 10, my pitch, if Paramount Plus is listening, would be we see Robert, you know, he and Amy are getting divorced because Robert is finally realizing that he's gay and he's living his golden years authentically. I think that would be great. Ray is dead in my version. Ray has so sort of the impetus of the season is Ray commits suicide, um, and everyone has to pick up the pieces.
Yeah. Ray
It's
commits
just like in Everybody
suicide.
Loves Robert.
Emphasis on everybody.
Everybody loves
Oh,
Robert,
it comes out.
comma, but Robert only likes the
No, I was
dudes.
gonna say,
Yes.
are we making Robert Pan in this one, or okay?
I could see that.
Robert loves
Robert
everyone.
loves everyone.
I think that would be good. Let's talk about this. This episode came out on January 10th, 2000, making this the first episode of Everybody Loves Raymond to be released in the 21st century.
Post Y2K.
Post Y2K,
Mm.
they survived Y2K and were like, let's give it 9 days. And then they shipped the episode, and it really helped people make peace with that. Do you remember Y2K?
I do remember Y2K very, very well. I was very worried about it. I sold all my stock. I still have gold bars in my bed. I've not gotten a good night's sleep in 24 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, usually people
Damn.
put a mattress on top of them, but you've got bed frame, and then honestly, Mike, not enough gold bars for what you're trying to do. I've noticed how you sort of have them. You've got about 7, and you've got them kind of laid out as like a
Yeah.
stick man,
Uh
and
huh.
you sleep on top of it like that.
That's enough.
So,
I sleep on my own money. What's the problem?
well, that can't be good for your back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Take me to a chiropractor. See if they find a singular problem.
chiropractors are bullshit, man.
Damn right.
Yeah.
One told me that I shouldn't lie on gold, and I was like, "Fuck you."
Beautiful.
Beautiful. But the impetus of this episode is that Amy and Robert break up because Robert gives her a small velvet box that has a pearl necklace in it instead of an engagement ring. He can't commit. He says, it's not you, it's me. And that makes Deborah and Amy speculate that Ray is, that Robert is gay. Amy has this thing of they become gay after going out with me. I turn them. I'm the spatula. And
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, not like woke or whatever. Funny concept. I don't know why it made me chuckle.
there's another. Folks, I
Agreed.
just had to cut 5 minutes out of the show about Mike complaining about the woke mind virus. Believe me, if you want to hear it, it's in the Baronis Zonus.
In. Leave
It's
it
in the Baronis
I have
Zonus
a
post-fun
podcast.
Hashtag.
I have the First Amendment right to speech. You're not going to take that away from
The
me.
First Amendment is not you get to have a podcast. I know it
Yes,
seems
it
like
is.
that.
Yes, it is.
But no, Amy thinks that she turns these guys gay. I think this is a similar thing. So, like on Friends, Robert Ross, his wife realizes that she's gay. while she's with Ross and then divorces him. I feel like this is something that people were very paranoid about in the 90s.
Ooh, interesting. I guess
Yeah.
that makes sense as to why it would be, because yeah, it's still in the midst of everything. That didn't process with me, but yeah, I can see how that would be an
I mean,
issue.
I guess it's a concern that like you can be so terrible that you make somebody think about like the other relationships that they could have, and then they reflect on what they want, and then they arrive at,
Hmm.
maybe my sexuality isn't what I thought it was.
I could see that.
I wouldn't frame it as the spatula. I would say something else, like like tongs. You pick them up and you put them in the salad bowl of their own destiny. I don't know. You got anything better?
Salad bowl of destiny.
Uh,
Nope.
no, but I feel like that's a worse analogy than the spatula. Actually,
There is a zester. You take off the rind and reveal the fruit within. No, we shouldn't say that.
keep it in. Keep
Sorry.
it in.
Sorry, I didn't realize I ended up there along with all of you. It was a mistake. What did you think of the line?
Sorry. Sorry.
So Deborah, when Ray and Deborah are in bed, Deborah's regretful of fixing Amy and Robert up, and she says, "You know what I don't understand?" Ray says that when I kiss your neck, I'm not checking for ticks. The
And the
audience loved
audience
that.
lost
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, they
they thought
lost
that
their
was
mind.
fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
I thought it was okay.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I thought it was
It
fine.
was fine.
Not his best. I don't get laid joke.
Ray,
Yeah. They love when Ray gets denied.
yeah, it's they got to get something out of it.
They feed off
Yeah.
of it.
I don't think I think the Ray wanting to have sex and not getting to have sex is starting to get old for me.
Oh, it took
I'll
4
say.
seasons to get there.
It took 4 seasons because it was sort of like sprinkled in before, and now I feel like it's becoming a more frequent thing,
I have also noticed.
unlike Ray and Deborah having sex.
Hey, yo,
Absolutely.
I've also noticed that it seems like you got to get one of those jokes in every single time they are in bed together now, and it did not
Right.
always. It was not always that way. So, yeah,
Yeah.
it's just lazy. Yeah,
It's easy.
yeah.
It's easy. This is, a shortcut for them to like get the characters that we are familiar with, get them doing the things that we're familiar with them doing.
Honestly, I blame the audience.
Yeah.
If that's a winner every time, why would you not do it?
True.
I wonder what it's like to do a show in front of a live audience, because those people are not seeing every show in order like we are. They're
True.
seeing the show
Mhm.
that they're there for. They're pumped up. They're ready to laugh. So these like trends that we complain about are not their experience, and so that's why their reaction to it is so strong. They're a lot of them are probably hearing these types of jokes from this cast for the first time. I bet there are people in the studio audience who don't even know what the show is. They're just, they get free tickets to it and they show up. But when Ray comes over to Frank and Marie's, I wrote, Frank is jerking it to the obits. He's like getting off on all the people he's outlived. Um, have you thought about what's going to be in your obituary? Do you want it to mention this podcast? And
I hope
where do you
not.
want people to send flowers?
I really hope that I have done more in my life than this podcast for people to write about, but we'll see.
Even just at the end, he also hosted the Barone Zone, available wherever you find podcasts.
Hosted is a strong word.
When I die, I want everybody to send as many flowers as you can afford to Adam Rudy's house. Just destroy his mailbox with flowers. That would be great.
Destroy my mailbox with flowers.
Good band name.
Okay.
Band name?
The
Destroy
whole
my
thing?
mailbox.
With flowers.
Or mailbox with flower. Just flowers.
Just flowers. We are
That is
flowers.
a good
1,
band
2,
name.
3, 4. That's good. That's a good band name.
I think it would be like mellow folk. I wouldn't go. No?
Nope. I got
You
it.
think it
I
would be
got it.
heavy
Yeah.
metal? Death
Yeah.
metal?
Yeah.
Okay. You just time and place. I'll show up with my 7-string bass and we can get deep and muddy.
Yum.
Yeah, I hope my obituary doesn't mention this podcast either. But if it does, just direct any instead of in lieu of flowers, just send donations to the Baronis Zonus if you could.
That'd be
Um,
great. That'd be great.
that's what my descendants would want. Um, Frank calls Ray gay for cleaning. Ray tells him that he might offend people by talking like that, and then they have this exchange about Frank calling people Nancy. They go back and forth. When you say Nancy, what are you implying? That your name should be Nancy. And when you say Nancy, that's your word for gay. And then Frank, very well. And you mean that as an insult? Yes, I believe I do. That's not nice to gay people. You're right. I'm sorry, Mary. It's not as Marie points out, it's not really worth trying to
Hmm.
get Frank to
So,
understand.
I know I'm jumping ahead in your notes. I'm so sorry.
No, please do.
Are we going to talk about how Frank might have been in
Sexually
a
assaulted.
That's what I
yeah,
was gonna get to.
yeah, like
Yes.
in a problematic yeah
Frank,
thing?
I wrote, this is what I wrote. Frank fucked a man in Korea, parentheses, dubious consent. So, so apparently
that is kind of what I want to talk about. Yeah.
during the Korean War, Frank was in a foxhole with his sergeant, I guess, and
Yeah, the superior officer.
they were cold or something, and their coats were insufficient, as Frank says. And then this is all like fine, like, and hopefully we're thinking, this was a good experience for Frank, until Frank says he was my superior officer, there's nothing I could do. And that
Is that
is concerning.
yes?
Oh, I just wanted to bring it up that just came out of nowhere and was not where I thought this episode was going.
I think it reveals a lot about Frank's attitude, is that he has this trauma that he's never dealt with. He refuses to speak about it.
He's
This
talked a lot about the violence of Korea with less PTSD than this particular moment. So then Robert comes in. I thought it was kind of, Robert, the one time he doesn't say it, they are indeed talking about him. And
it's true.
Marie immediately hugs him and says, "We love you no matter what, even if you're gay,"
Hmm.
which has got to be a tough day for Robert. He broke up with his girlfriend, and now his mom's calling him gay. It's just a rough day all around for this
This
fine
is at least one day after that happened, so he's
still.
probably over it.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you get over breakups of girl of when
of
you
girl.
of
Um,
girl of over 2 years breakup one day. 24 hours is all you need to get your head back on straight, huh?
your question is, sorry, you get over breakup of girl of over one day.
Mike, try
Yeah.
save time. Running low on time in podcast. Mike, use only basic word.
We've heard that
Yes, thank you for explaining.
Robert and Amy have broken up a bunch of times. I'm sure he's taken this, I'm sure it's difficult for him, but I think he can handle this new stressor in his life. I don't think this is going to push him off the deep end.
I think it's I think it's a more stressful day than I think you're making it out to be. But that's just me.
Did you just get broken up with again?
No question, no comment,
No question.
no question, no qualm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't understand why girls don't like me.
I understand.
We did get a couple of lines in this scene. So again, we're trading in stereotypes here. Robert's not gay, he's a policeman. And then Frank is like, one of those village people was a policeman. And Marie then brings up how she and Robert used to sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, which of course sung by gay icon Judy Garland. Are you familiar with the euphemism "friend of Dorothy"? I've always found that very
No,
delightful.
no, that's
No.
hilarious. I've not heard that before.
It's funny.
That is
That's
cool.
great. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Robert, in his yellow shirt, looking like Curious George's friend, comes in. They sort of give him. Marie is trying to support him, but Frank is having like a meltdown. He might just be experiencing PTSD, remembering the foxhole. But also, there's the line where Marie says they'll respect Robert's choice, and Robert says, "It's not my choice." And then I liked Marie's response, "I know, dear. Frida says it's something you're born with." Pretty funny.
Good line.
No?
Good line.
Good
Good
line,
line.
decent
Good
line.
line.
So Robert storms out. And then the next scene, we see Robert's apartment, which is the first time we've seen it in a little while. Robert comes into his apartment. He turns on the boombox. The song that's playing, anyone? You know that song?
I've
I
heard
had no
it.
idea.
It's Hello, Dolly. It's the Carol Channing version.
Love Carol Channing.
So again, show tunes equals gay. But then Ray knocks on the door and says that, it's him. I cannot remember the setup of this. I didn't want to write the whole thing down, but Robert ends up saying, "Move your car. I don't want to be late for my parade in the village."
Good line. I
Good
thought that was
line, I
funny.
guess. Yeah.
Okay, this conversation between Ray and Robert was very interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
I did like the delving deep of, what was it? Was it Kenny Lopez? Am I getting the name wrong?
Patrick Lopez.
Okay. So Patrick Lopez, and I liked Ray's comment of like, yeah, he called me gay, and I mean, he was gay, so he would know. It felt very real. I think that
It felt very Ray.
yeah, it felt very Ray. I thought that was, I don't know. I liked that conversation. And they go into, do you notice the guys at the gym? Which of course you do. I mean, there are hot guys at every gym. So I mean,
every gym.
Have you been to a gym without hot guys?
I've been alone in the gym before.
Yeah, it's called my
Then you're the hot
basement.
guy.
I'm the only guy there.
Yeah, and then you're the hot guy.
Oh, is it relative? Like,
yeah,
there's always a guy at the gym who's hotter than at least one other guy at the gym. Therefore, there's a hot guy at the gym.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then when
then
you're
the other guy.
alone, there's no one to compare to.
So
you're
the hot
beyond
guy.
compare, meaning you're the hottest guy in the room.
It's more
Absolutely.
of you're training, so you're making yourself hotter. So you're hotter at the end of your workout than you were at the beginning. Therefore, you're now the hottest guy at the gym.
Who to you is the hottest guy in the world?
Who to me is Ryan Reynolds. I know that's a basic answer. That's a good answer. Charisma
That's interesting.
goes far.
Alex?
I do think he's secretly an asshole, but that's my answer.
He runs my phone company. So yeah, no complaints.
Hottest guy in the world? Who does the Allstate commercials? Who's that guy?
Are you talking about Dennis Haysbert?
I think so. With the really deep voice.
Which commercials? Which commercials?
I like him.
If you're not talking about Mayhem, that guy, then it'd be Dennis Haysbert. You think that's the hottest guy in the world?
Hang on.
Interesting.
Is the guy you're thinking of the guy that like gets hit by cars all the time? Or is it
No, that's Mayhem.
No, that's Mayhem.
So not
Dennis Haysbert.
Dennis Haysbert.
You gotta be
some
kidding
black
me.
gentleman, older.
Jesus Christ, he's 70?
He does a lot of like Christian
world?
movies.
I mean, look, just listen to him, man.
I mean, he's got a great voice.
He's promising
like saying,
good hands.
Hey, who do you think is the hottest woman on the planet? Flo from Progressive.
I mean, that's not the worst
She's
answer
attractive.
you
I'm
can
not
give.
saying she's not. I'm just saying, not where my mind would have raced. That's
Okay,
all.
fuck,
That's
marry, kill insurance mascots. You got the Geico Gecko. You got Flo.
Guys.
Fuck. No, kill.
We have a podcast to do.
Yeah, this is the content that people come for.
My answer is Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. Yeah, they have this conversation for the hottest guy in the world.
Oh.
They have this conversation. You ever notice guys, like if a guy's really cut at the gym, you ever notice him? Ray admits he notices a little. He gets very defensive. He's like, every guy wonders if he's gay. Then you see some breasts and you walk into a wall and there you go. Has that ever happened to you?
I have walked into many walls.
Because of?
For a lot of reasons. Breasts are probably one of them. I don't know.
Alex?
Not specifically that I can remember, no.
Okay, me neither. I've fallen downstairs.
Because of breasts?
Yeah, I was walking past a plastic surgery clinic that was on the second floor of a mall, and I slipped down the up escalator.
Yeah, actually, I hit my knee on like the corner of a supermarket when I passed some chicken breasts.
It gets you every time.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Frank comes in. They see the game. They make a joke about Frank being gay with his sergeant in Hawaii. And then we have the hot close where Ray is gets super horny by the USPS delivery guy,
Yeah.
and that was I don't know.
And
I thought
takes it
that was
out on Deborah.
a very fun
Takes
way
it
to
out
close
on
the scene.
Deborah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Ray's family's eating dinner. A mailman delivers a package. Kind of late for USPS, in my opinion. I feel like they're usually in and out of my place by like 3. Speaking of in and out, this guy's a hunk, and he
hmm
makes Ray. We can see Ray visibly questioning his sexuality, um, and then the guy leaves, and Ray, I think, channels some arousal into passionately kissing Deborah. I think maybe his excuse is, oh, I'm just checking, but
But
is
in reality,
Ray
it is like, oh, let me get this sexual energy out before his looks fade from my mind.
right? So do we think, let's take a vote, secret ballot, do you think Ray is bisexual or at least heteroflexible?
Yeah, I'd say like 85-15. Nothing crazy.
I think 15% that's a not insignificant number. That's a pretty big number for someone that's mostly hetero. I think.
I'm going to say
Hmm.
75-25.
Oh my god, you guys are going way too high. I'm going 95.5.
Really? You think
Yeah.
I'm thinking if that's the type of guy that gets Ray going, there's
Yeah.
enough guys in the world. That's like probably
Yeah.
25% of the
No one
guys in the
who is
world.
that
But is he
straight would kiss his wife that passionately to deny his feelings.
but here's the thing. Is he just attracted to that guy because they were talking about being gay? Like that's a thing. Like recency bias in your head, you know?
It could be. Or it's like the veil is lifted
Mm,
and now he sees, now he's noticing.
I don't
maybe,
know.
maybe.
Leave your votes in the
Yeah, we'll do
comments,
a poll. Do you think Ray is bisexual?
or at the very least heteroflexible. Leave your percentages.
Yeah, we'll do it as comments instead. And you can send us an email too. We'll take email, no salutation, no sign off, just a straight number.
Just send just send the digits.
Yes, I think that's enough to cover. I don't have anything else I don't think to call out. Did we mention the sergeant on the force going to Hawaii? I like the line, I'll tell you one thing, I would have made an excellent gay man. And even if you were gay, you'd still be my brother, my big homosexual brother. Also ginger ale. They drink ginger ale in this
They drink
episode.
so much ginger ale.
All right, if there's
Mhm.
nothing else that you want to talk about, then let's go ahead and turn our attention to the classic Barone, which is our scale from 1 to 10, on which you rate Ray's performance as a husband, brother, son, father, ally. With 10 being the great dads of sitcom history, Danny Tanner, Uncle Phil, Carl Winslow. Let's throw Mitchell and Cam
Oh,
from Modern Family.
sure.
Uh,
They're pretty good. They're okay.
Mr. Drummond from Different Strokes. I think I have a theory that he was gay. Um, are there any other notable ones, or at least tens? I don't know.
Who's the teacher from Boy Meets World?
Mr. Feeney, is
Was
he a
he gay?
dad?
Oh, he's not. Well, he's a father figure.
All right, I'll take it. I'll make him a 9, with
Okay.
9 being Mr. Feeney, 10 being all those guys, and 1 being the bad men of television history, your Don Drapers, your Walter Whites, those sorts of guys who actively harm their family. Alex, where's Ray coming in for you on this episode?
By today's standards, I think I'd judge him a little harsher, but considering that this was early 2000s and that Robert is not actually gay and he knows this, it's just you know, I think he did okay. He should know better by now to bring anything up to his parents, cuz like if he just it's like not great for Ray, where like him doing nothing would have led to a much better outcome.
Mm-hmm.
Him taking action is just made everything awful. Um and led to a whole scenario that this didn't really need to happen. Made Robert, made it uncomfortable for Robert, but it also did end in him, his dad, and Robert watching the game and just having a good time, which is nice. Um, I don't know. Ray, like aside from that blunder, I think he did pretty good. I'm gonna give him a 5.5.
All right, Mike.
Going higher than that, I'm going to go give him a 6-7. I think he did a really good job. I think he, I think outside of the first thing, I think he supported his theoretically gay brother pretty well. I mean, yeah, he shouldn't talk to his parents, but what are you going to do? Not talk to your parents? Ray's not going to do that. That's a deeper character flaw. Can't hold that against him. I think 6-7 is still pretty low, but I'm going to stick with it anyway. 6-7.
Okay, and you mean 6.7, right? You don't mean
Correct.
67?
Correct.
Okay. I think yes, this didn't need to be an issue. Shouldn't have brought it up to Frank and Marie, especially not before talking to Robert. Um, no need to really get involved in this. But I don't think he did anything. I don't think he was overly dismissive of Deborah talking about it. I mean, he was dismissive of Deborah. Don't get me wrong. But I think he was okay as far as we've seen him. As a son, he introduces this chaos, but if you look at it from Marie's perspective, he is enlightening, something that would be concerning about something concerning his brother, Marie's son. Marie seems mostly supportive of it. I think that's, good. Um, I think Frank would argue that he was a bad son in this episode, but I think Frank ultimately came around too as a brother, and that's the sort of core of this episode. He was willing to have the conversation. He was supportive in theory, my big homosexual brother. I think he did okay for the time. I don't think he didn't make any seriously homophobic comments. He, clearly was a little uncomfortable with the topic and was defensive about having it turned back on him. So there's something there, but it's, what can we expect from somebody at that time? I feel like 6.5 is probably right. I do want to give him credit for the conversation in Robert's apartment. I think that showed that he really cares about his brother and he'll love and support him no matter what. What do we got, Mike? 6.5, 5.5, 6.7.
That will bring us out to a 6.2 for this episode.
Okay. Sounds right to me. So that's that then. That is where Ray's coming in this week. Tune in next week to see where Ray comes in on season 4, episode 13, which I don't know what that's called yet, but we will cover it in gruesome detail like we always do. Now, before we say goodbye with our classic sign off, we like to wrap up every episode with something to take with you into the week. Some warm, beautiful thought. It could be a poem, it could be a spontaneous song if you're so moved to music. But I want to give a chance for my co-hosts to, maybe share something with you that might brighten your day, something that might restore your faith in humanity. And Alex, I know that we haven't used yours in a while. We'll let Mike go first and just think about it. I want to give you time to like maybe make some notes or something just so that you can, really have, and remember, like trying to appeal to everyone, something
You're
that
too
people really
kind.
appreciate. Yeah. Okay. So Mike, what would you like the listener to take into this week?
I had a great week. I had a really, really nice week. I was up in my parents' attic and I was digging through some old memories. I actually found my grandmother's old cookbook, and I started flipping through it. And I never really processed it, but or I shouldn't say that. I never really thought about it, but I did find her old banana bread recipe. And it was one of those things where every day we'd come home from school, we'd go to my grandma's house, we'd have some banana bread, and we were never able to. I've never had banana bread like it since she passed on. It was it was great. So I tried it out, and it's my first time cooking banana bread, and it wasn't great, but she did leave me a note that I'd really like to read.
Wow,
She
this is
said
incredible.
she said Mike A. She was so formal. We had a few Mikes in the family. It was great. My darling boy, this is for you, for all of those hard times, for all of your hard work. I hope that you remember this recipe and you think of me, and also of the Baroness Sonus, where for a one-time payment of anything that you would like, you get lifetime access to all of the Barone Boys material that they post, once an extra episode a month, uh, and you have access to all of the ones from before. Please sign up at the link in the description. And it brought tears to my eyes. It
Wow.
really did. Yeah.
That's great. And she was ahead of her time. I mean, the pitch is really clunky in that note, but I think she gets across
She was
the
still
point.
figuring out the internet. You know,
Yeah,
it was weird. Yeah.
chat rooms, etc.,
Yeah.
AOL. She had mail.
Yeah.
So wow, that's really amazing, Mike. Okay, Alex, now it's your turn. Like you heard what Mike did, like maybe something inspiring or sweet
Yeah.
like that. Something to really inspire the listener. What do you got?
I'd like to offer a quote by the wonderful George Eliot. It is
Okay.
never too late to be what you might have been.
Is that it?
Well, yeah, it's simple. It's
That's
elegant. It's
Is it?
peaceful.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's inspiring.
So
Okay. Thanks for sharing.
I think
Yeah.
we'll go with Mike's this
I-
week, and then
I
next
think
week,
so.
like
I
really
think-
next week, I
yeah.
think just really
you'll
try to
get it.
hone in on these
Just-
universal truths.
I'll
Like
get it.
I'm not trying to be a jerk here, Alex, but it feels like you're really just you're trying hard. You're just missing the mark, man.
I just
Got it.
and I know that like everyone's experience is different. Different
Okay,
things
I
speak
get
to
it.
different people, but like
yeah.
just I don't know.
There
Go
are
on
other-
Pinterest for a
Yeah.
while. Look at
We want some-
like
we want some
leaves and stuff.
inspiration.
Yeah.
Have you considered Live, Laugh, Love the Baroness Zonus?
Let me mail you some wood blocks with like inspiring phrases on it, like
Yeah, that'd
live,
be
laugh,
great.
love, like in this house we believe, like stuff like that. And then I also have one that's postfund.org/donate. And that one I think is really beautiful. It's in
Got it.
beautiful script. It's sort of off center. I think it was like made by children in a sweatshop somewhere, but it's beautiful. And then just like let
Okay.
that inspire you.
All right.
So that's it for us. Great quote, Mike. And I'll cut around that. Great,
thank you,
great,
thank
great thought, Mike. That was beautiful. So that's it for us. We'll see you next time here on the Barone Zone. I guess there's only one last thing to say, which is our classic sign off. Everybody
Loves
Raymond.
and we
And we
love you.